Hi YouTube, today I'm going to be filming my Venus in Scorpio video. So the Venus in a woman's chart is how she acts when she has a love interest, and the Mars in a woman's chart is kind of what she looks for in a love interest, or like depending on what placement it is. Like let's say her Mars was in Scorpio, then she'll want a man that has more Scorpionic qualities. And if a man's Venus is in Scorpio in his chart, this is what he likes in a love interest, and then the Mars is how he acts when he has a love interest. So, to begin, the Venus in Scorpio is known for their intensity. These people want to kind of possess their partners in a sense. They have no problem with being in a relationship that's a committed long-term relationship, but they kind of want it like a possession. And in a way, their intensity is like intense. So they kind of make their partner want to be possessed. Like it's this very weird thing where like it's very deep and it's like very intriguing because they look very mysterious. So it's kind of lures the partner in a little bit. But for them, a relationship is all or nothing. Like they're not going to be playing around with they're not going to just stay with you and play games and like have trust issues. Like no, that's not it. It's all like you're my partner or you're not. And if like you're in a relationship with them and you cheat on them, if you lie to them, they'll most likely see right to the core of what you're saying or what you're telling them or your lies, because these people can be a little bit suspicious when it comes to love interest because they are an all or nothing thing, and at times they can have trust issues. So it's like they really want to make sure that they are giving their heart to someone that isn't going to hurt them, because rejection and abandonment is also one of a Scorpio's greatest fears. So along with that, they are very loyal and committed. Like once that trust is built in the relationship and once it's strong and it's really built up, they are very loyal and they are very committed, and they can become a little bit obsessive in relationships and a little bit controlling. Like they want to control the person and they want to control the situation and stuff with whoever they are interested in or whoever they are in a relationship with. Um, they are also very good with researching, kind of like if you're lying to them, they are going to go find out if it's the truth. They are very cautious when it's opening up. When they have to open up, they want to know everything about you. They want to know who you dated, why you guys broke up. They want to know your past, your present, all the secrets that you keep. Like they want to know all that. They kind of want to like mesh and become like one with you. But for them, they may not open up so easily. They kind of need to trust you first before they can allow themselves to open up to you. Now, they have a strong willingness to commit, so they want to open up and they want to trust, but with them, it comes with time and knowing that you're the right person for them, and they don't forgive easily. So if you break the trust with this Venus and Scorpio, if you lie, if you stab them in the back, it's going to be hard for them to forgive you. They may like be vindictive and go like more on the revenge side and do something to hurt you back, or they may just give you that look, that Scorpios have that look, like you're dead to me look, and it's like don't play with me. Like a Scorpio can kind of give off those vibes, like you don't want to mess with them. They come across as very fearless, even though they are a little soft and sweet on the inside. If you hurt them, these people are very fearless and very like intense. It's like they can be very intense and passionate when they love you, but they can also be very intense and passionate when they hate you. So it's kind of like, what side do you want to be on? Like a lot of times a Scorpio's relationship can, because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is the planet of death and rebirth. A lot of times Scorpio's relationships can hit a lot of rough bumps on the road because their partner may not understand why they're being so possessive and controlling. Therefore, that can cause like arguments and stuff. But they believe that this makes a relationship stronger. If you know a lot of Scorpios that have like love lives, you can tell that their love lives are very bumpy and they go back and forth from the person that hurts them, and like the person that they're arguing with, they can go back and forth with them and break up and then get back together. But that's because they believe that this is kind of what helps the relationship to grow, and that's why they can stay in toxic relationships, because they don't understand when it's time to leave, because it's all or nothing for them. Once they started something, they want to finish it. They want to find out if this is true love. They crave intimacy, and they're not going to let like one thing get in the way of that, or multiple things get in the way of that. They can explode into anger at times, when they're jealous. They can do some things that you didn't know they were capable of, because they can come across as very calm and quiet, but they're very in their minds a lot. And when they're jealous, they can do some stuff that you never thought that they could, or they can come out angry, because Scorpios have a lot of boiling anger underneath, especially when it comes to people that hurt them, you know? And along with that, they're very manipulative, and it's like they know how to manipulate very easily, or maybe not easily, maybe they're just good at it, But like they can cut down to the core of your intentions. And if you're trying to manipulate them, it most likely won't work unless you're another like water sign that can do this really well, But for the most part, they are very secretive, and they can keep your secrets also. So if a Scorpio trusts you and you open up to a Scorpio and you tell them your secrets, you can almost guarantee that nobody else will ever know them. Like only they will know the secrets that you tell them. They're very good at this, but that also means that they're very good at keeping the secrets. Their secrets to themselves. They may not even tell you like their secrets or their past, because they're very manipulative. They may have done some stuff in the past that they know like will cause you to run away or something, so they may manipulate you into believing that they are good and they didn't do anything. Most of the time Scorpios are good. I'm not saying that every Scorpio that you're with is trying to manipulate you and trying to tell you lies and stuff. I'm just saying that this is what they're capable of, because although they can be very, remember, it's all or nothing, So these people can be very loving and all that, but at the same time, if they are going down and if they're like the bad side of Scorpio, the hurt side of Scorpio, that's how I like to call it. There's no like bad or good. It's just ones that are in pain that kind of show these more suspicious qualities, these more mysterious qualities, these more secretive qualities. It's the ones that are hurt or have been hurt that have more walls up than the ones that aren't. So just know that if they're doing all this, it's mainly because they're afraid of you leaving them. They don't want you to see them as someone that's very bad or something. Maybe they had a past and moved on from it, something that they did really bad, and they're moving on from it, so they don't want you to see that they were like that. Because remember, it's all about transformation. So for Scorpios, like one year they could be this way, like the really rough Scorpio. I feel like a lot of Scorpios can go through a rough patch in their life where they're all like doing bad things, or maybe they're doing like the thug life stuff, and then the next year they realize how stupid all that was, and that they're more kinder and sweeter and gentle, and they may have done some stuff in the past. So they don't want you to see this, especially if they know, because they are very good at knowing, like predicting how someone might react or how someone feels about something, So if they tell you something, they can tell if it makes you hesitant, they can tell if it makes you sad, they can tell if it makes you angry. And if they love you, they don't want to give you these bad emotions. These are people that when they're in a relationship, they need that emotional connection, they need to form one with you. So it's kind of like when they form one with you, like imagine your emotions and your partner's emotions like combine into one. This is what a Scorpio wants. They want this person and them to be one. So when you're one with someone, you can kind of pick up on the energies that they're feeling and the emotions that they're feeling. So they can tell when you're hurting, and they can tell when you're happy, and they can tell when you're sad. And if they love you, they don't want to give you those negative emotions. So yeah, that's why they probably lie and keep their secrets. But with time, the more accepting that you are, and the more understanding that you are, and the more that you show them that you're in this relationship, whether for bad or for good, they will open up. It will take them a lot of the time. Maybe they need to know that you've had a rough past. You know, sometimes Scorpios fall for people that are broken as well. Not necessarily broken, but people that have those past and someone that they can relate to. These aren't so much people that want to fix you. Like a Pisces or a Cancer may want to fix you up and make you all better and care for you. But a Scorpio mainly kind of wants someone that understands them, someone that's been there and done that, you know? And yeah, so they can also be very detail oriented when it comes to the relationship, and they can kind of have this sense of what's wrong and what needs to be fixed in the relationship, you know? They crave that emotional connection. They need someone that has no problem showing them their emotions. They need someone that's like a raw, real emotion, you know? Uh, Scorpios also don't like it when they know everything about the partner automatically. It's like they like to play detective. They like to figure it out for themselves, like what happened to you, what you did, stuff about you. It's like they like to figure it out. So the more you have, the more that keeps them going, the more they'll kind of be interested, and the more like, because they like that. They like the unknown. Anything that's unknown for them and they can figure it out, they will find interest in that. They like the mystery. So if you like a Scorpio, or if someone with their Venus in Scorpio, definitely don't give everything away at first. You know, be a little bit more kept to yourself. But if they ask you about something, if they want to know something, be honest with them. Don't lie to them. Don't like play games, you know, don't hurt them. So if a man's Venus is in Scorpio, he's going to want a woman like this. You know, he's going to want someone that has a little bit more depth to them, someone that has mystery, someone that has this wants that emotional connection. They'll want someone like that. Now, if a girl's Venus is in Scorpio, oh my God, anybody with their Venus in Scorpio is automatically so intriguing and just so it's like you want to know them, whether you are or are not kind of attracted to Scorpios. There's something about them. You may not even get into a relationship with them, but if you see them, there's something that like you're like, dang, like there's something about them. It's kind of like this magnetic pull, you know? Not for everybody, but for a lot of people, this is what they find attractive in the Scorpio. So if a woman's Venus is in Scorpio, she's going to be very alluring. She may look very seductive, or maybe it just kind of depends on the girl and the other placements in a chart, but I'm just talking about the Venus sign. So there's something very kind of like sexy and dark and deep that these people give off, but only certain people can pick this up. You know, some may think like, oh, they're just very mysterious and very quiet, but like people that are attracted to this will find them very seductive looking and very sexy and all that. So yeah, and if you like, how to tell if a Venus in Scorpio likes you. Now, they may not say it at first. They're not probably going to make the first move. They need to test the waters first, you know? But if they're looking at you, or if they're glancing and then you look at them and then they look away, that's a hint, you know? If you find that they liked a picture from 5 years ago on your Instagram photo by accident, which that probably won't happen because they're really good and careful about this. But if that happens, they like you. If they're stalking you, they can become very obsessive over their partners, want to know everything. So yeah, those are just some signs. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.